Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. My name is Anna, and on my channel I do skincare and makeup videos. And so today I'm going to show you guys how I got this easy full beat on my face today. Oh, that highlight though. Oh yeah, so I'm just gonna walk you guys through how I did all that. So yeah, if you want to know how I turned my face from to this, then keep on watching. So the first thing I like to do is prime my face. Today we're going to be using the Mary Kay primer. I also have the Milk Hydro Grip primer, which I love, but I'm out. I'm waiting for my order to come in. So today we're going to be using the Mary Kay, which is also one of my favorites. So we're going to take a little bit of that on our fingers. We're just going to rub it in. And the next thing I like to do is my base. So today I'm actually going to be taking my Fenty Beauty foundation, and this is in the color 400. And I am going to be using the e.l.f. buffing foundation brush. And what I typically do is just drop a few pumps on here. And then just kind of dab that all over. And then just buff that in. One thing that when I first started using the Fenty primer that used to scare me was how bright it looked at first. And I'm like, I know I'm not that light, but this is a really cool formula because it oxidizes. I'm sure you guys have heard that this Fenty product is not new, but for those of you who might not know, it oxidizes. So as you can see that I'm buffing it in, it just slowly starts to form into the color of my face, which is nice. And I'm actually gonna do a little bit more. Y'all, if you see my nose running, my allergies are through the roof right now. This is the worst year for me, and my nose just constantly runs, so I apologize for that. We are going to move on to our brows. So with this, I talked about this in my other video that I did with my quick makeup routine. This is just a pencil that I got from Sally's. I don't really know what the brand is. It's black. It's very small now. I've used it so much. So I'm gonna do these off camera and then I'll come back and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so I'm back. I got my eyebrows done. I know they look a little crazy right now because I have concealer on them, but we'll get that fixed up in a minute. So the next thing that I'm going to do is go in with the concealer. And again, this is the Fenty Beauty concealer. This one is in the color 370. And I'm just going to do the highlight under my eyes, eyes, forehead, nose, all that jazz. So next I have my beauty sponge. This is a Mary Kay beauty sponge. I've already gotten it damp. I really like this one. It pumps up really nicely. So I'm just gonna start blending this out. So how are you guys doing in quarantine? I keep calling it quarantine. We're not quarantined. Nobody in my house has it. I just call it quarantine because I can't leave my house. But on lockdown, how have y'all been doing? How you been feeling? I know I've been at home, working from home here now for almost a month. Kids are home, husband's home. So this is pretty much where we are all day, every day. We don't go anywhere. The kids are getting a little exhausted. They miss their friends. They're ready to go outside and go do stuff. You know, I try to get them outside as often as I can. And then the schooling thing. Now that, for me, I just realized I am not a teacher. I have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, and my 5-year-old, she just turned 5, so she's not in kindergarten yet, but we are trying to help her learn how to sound out words and stuff, and teaching is not for me. I get so frustrated. I'm like, we just read the word. I'm telling you how to sound it out. You say it. I'm like, okay, the word is hat. We're like, huh, t. And then she's like, hat. And I'm like, perfect. And then I'll point to the word and say, what is that? And she'll say, table. And I'm like, what? We just said the word. I get so frustrated. So I'm like, look, if you're a teacher out there, I support you. I praise you. I think you should make more money than you do because I am struggling over here. But we are getting it through. And hopefully she'll be ready for kindergarten in September. All right, so we've got that all nice and blended out. See that there? Oh, sorry about my nose again, y'all. It just keeps running. All right, so now I am going to set that with, you guessed it, the Fenty powder. This is the Fenty Pro Filter powder in the color Honey. So we're gonna get that one on here. Don't let it sit with a lot. I just do a nice little light coat there. Just because I've noticed that if I do a whole bunch, it looks really, really, really bright. And it's not really good for flashback either. Let that sit just for a minute. And while I let that kind of bake for a second, I'm gonna go in with my bronzer, which is kind of how I do like a light contour. Like I said, I don't use any contour sticks or anything. But this is by Becca, and this is their bronzer in the color Maui Nights. This is one of my favorites. I've been using it forever. And I just take a little fluffy brush, just as an Eco Tools brush, and I get a little bit of that on there. Then we just, I like to do the 3 shape. Cut that face just a little bit. You can tell, not a whole bunch. But like I said, I've already got a really thin, long face, so I'm not trying to look like a skeleton. But I think that looks pretty good. Real quick, so I just go back and oh, sorry, this is another fluffy brush. This is a bigger one by Eco Tools, and I just go back and dust off all that setting powder that I had. This also kind of helps blend everything in. And then if I do feel like I am way too bright and it's not blending in with the bronzer that I just used, I will go back in with the bronzer again with my big fluffy brush. Just kind of pat that down there, not too much, and just kind of work it into like the cheekbone area, just so it doesn't look so sudden like, oh my gosh, she has a fake eyeliner on. Just a little bit with my foundation brush that I had that I used to blend the foundation, and just kind of make sure we don't look too bright. All right, so then we are going to set all of this. And I normally have the Laura Mercier setting powder, which I love. But again, one of those things that I'm waiting to come in. So I actually have my Colourpop No Filter setting powder, and this is in medium deep. We're just gonna pat that all over the face. And this really helps lock everything in. It helps kind of make everything look seamless as well. If you can see, it just kind of tone down that brightness a little bit. And I tell people all the time, I do sell Mary Kay, and I'm sure people are maybe wondering, like, she was just doing all these Mary Kay videos and now she's using Fenty. I use my Mary Kay. I love my Mary Kay. But with my Mary Kay products, I'm more focused on the skincare. And so, skincare is most important to me. None of this makeup is gonna look good if you don't have good solid foundation on your face. So I swear by the skincare, I won't use anything else. I've tried other things and it doesn't work, but I just noticed how all of my makeup applies so much easier now that I've been using that. So don't think I'm cheating on Mary Kay. I'm not. We still use them every day. All right. So kind of toned everything down there. Now it looks real smooth. Foundation is laid. And I do like to take that that bronzer again, and I do like to use it as a light blush, so I'm just gonna put that on the cheeks there. Boom. Snatched. Okay, so now I am going to do a little highlight. So this is actually one of our limited edition Mary Kay Copper Glow. What do we call this? It's an illuminating bronzer. I like to use it as a highlight because it's got these really, if I can do this without it falling. And it fell. See, I don't know what I'm doing. It's got these really pretty gold shimmers in it, and that hits bomb on my face. So this is, oh my gosh, I don't even know. I've had this brush forever, guys. This is a Very Sensuals brush, and I don't even know if this is what it's supposed to look like, but I like it because it's light and fluffy, and I use it for all my highlights. So we're just gonna dip into this guy. And we're gonna put that right there. Oh, and I like to kind of take that up a little bit. Do y'all see that? Okay, Mary Kay, come through. I'm gonna do this side. I'm kind of shook. This is like the second time I've used it. So, blinding. I'll put a little bit on the nose, a little bit down, and a little bit of that Cupid's bow. Hey! And we're blinding them. Okay. I could just put more of that on. I really, really like that. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the last thing that I am going to do is my lips. All right. So I have this lip liner from NYX. Had it for a while. If you can tell, it's almost gone. Hopefully the name is still on here. Yes. Currant. This is like my go-to. I love, 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 love this one. All right. And I know I forgot my eyes, but we'll come back to that. But so we're just gonna put this on first. And I like this one because I normally only wear dark colors, but this one's good if you want to do an ombre with a light color. It's good with like all the reds. All right, so before I go on and fill that color in, I'm actually gonna go back and do my eyes. So like I said, I don't do a lot of eyeshadow. I'm still learning. I'm gonna do an eyeshadow video to show y'all where I'm at, and maybe y'all can help me. But right now, I'm just gonna do eyeliner, excuse me, and mascara, and we're gonna call it good. So back to Mary Kay. This is the new Mary Kay waterproof liquid liner. We had a liquid liner, but it wasn't waterproof. But we just came out with this one. This one is bomb. So I'm just going to apply this on my lid, or on my top lash line, and then we'll go on to the bottom one in a second. And you know what? I'm not even gonna try to get that close to the camera to do this. I don't know what I'm doing. So we're just gonna use this and just everybody hold their face open like that when they put stuff on their eyes. This glides on really smooth, but for some reason when I put it on my right eye, I struggle bust. So it really goes on smoother than I'm making it appear. Don't worry. All right, so got that top line on. It looks super dark right now, but don't worry. I'm gonna put mascara on and stuff, and we're gonna do the bottom lash. So on the bottom, this is the Mary Kay, it's just the crayon eyeliner, and I'm gonna use this one to put it on my waterline. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Boom. Love, love, love that. This is like my go-to look with my eyes, just eyeliner and mascara. I love it. Okay, and the last thing I'm gonna do for my eyes is mascara, and this is, again, the Mary Kay. This is the Lash Love. I love, love, love this one. This is probably my favorite because I love the bristles on this. I don't know if you can see it, but they're really tiny. And I already have naturally long eyelashes, so this just really helps get each one and separate it. shoe, we're gonna do that. I don't know if you can see, you probably can't because of my super eyelined eyes. Oh, and if you're wondering, this is just in the color I Heart Black. Black power. Okay. Side note, Mary Kay does have, I believe we have 5 different mascaras, so there's pretty much one for every person out there. This is just my favorite, but in one of my other videos I was using the Lash Intensity, and that one just makes your lashes almost look like falsies, but the brushes on that one's a little thicker for me, and I just like to use this one. So we're just gonna, and this one's really good for getting those bottom lashes so you don't end up with clumps or mascara on underneath your eye. Looks like you got punched in the face. See, do you see that? Do you see the, oh, do you see, dropping stuff again. Do you see the difference between my bottom lashes? Like, look at that. Like, no lash. Lash. Love it. I wish you could see how long they are, but I'm sure the camera won't focus. Okay. And this is not on my skin at all. This is my eyelashes, y'all. I love this one. So next and final step is the lips. All right, so let's get into that. And I'm going to be taking the color Berry Famous from the new Mary Kay spring launch of lipsticks. It's just a nice dark purple. Love this color, and we're just gonna apply that on my lips. These lipsticks, they're I can never remember the name of these. It's got a long name. It's the gel semi-matte lipstick. Why am I dropping so much stuff today? All right, gel semi-matte lipstick. It's got a real nice creamy formula. So this is not an ultra matte. Not an ultra matte, so it's not gonna stay all day, but it's got a nice matte finish. It's not super shiny, and it's super creamy, so it's not gonna make your lips feel dry or anything. So that is that, and the last thing we're going to do to finish off this whole entire look is we're gonna set our face with some setting spray, and this is the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I really like this one just because of the continuous mist that it has. I just feel like it gets all over the face, so we're gonna do that. Then I go ham with the spray. And I need something to fan with. I didn't bring anything back, so we're just gonna fan with our hands. Actually, oh, I found something. Just a pamphlet, a little notebook. Get this fanning done. Gonna set that face. All right, guys. And I do like to do just a little touching up just to make sure everything looks good. Everything is in place where it's supposed to be. Make sure we're blended, we're highlighted, and we look bomb. All right, so I am going to get out of this head wrap and we'll do the final thoughts on everything. All right, so final thoughts on this look. This is, like I said, my easy or everyday beat when I want to get fancy. Basically, it's when I go to church. Like, let's be real, I don't really go out anymore. If I go out to the club, I might put this on. But yeah, this is just kind of what I do. Like I said, no eyeshadow. Still working on that. We'll get to that down the road. But this is just my quick one I can do, and I just love it so much because it was pretty much effortless. Just a little highlight, a little foundation, and some eyebrows and lipstick, and girl, you are good to go. All right. So once again, thank you guys for tuning into my channel. If you like what you saw today, don't forget to hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and make sure your notifications are turned on so you don't miss when I post another video. Like I said in one of my other videos, I will be trying to post once a week, trying to upload on Sundays. So make sure you are subscribed so you know when those videos drop. And please leave me some comments below about what you think about this look. If there's anything I need to improve on it, if you want to know anything about the products, let me know. All right, thanks so much guys for watching. Have a good rest of your day or night. All right, peace.